What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing SCUF controllers and their compatibility with next generation consoles. Now, some of you may be scratching your heads. You've gone and spent $200, £200 on a controller with the extra paddles on the back. Are they going to be compatible with next generation consoles? Unfortunately for PlayStation and PlayStation 5, the SCUF controllers are not going to be compatible with PS5 compatible games. However, you will be able to use them on the PlayStation 5, only on PS4 graphics though. So the Xbox have gone one further, and actually their SCUF controllers are going to be compatible with the new Xbox series. So that's fantastic for Xbox fans. Brilliant news for you. But today I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can make your SCUF controller work on the PlayStation 5 using PlayStation 5 graphics also. So we're going to get to it, but before we do, hit that thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications. Did you do it? Hit that notification bell as well. Brilliant. Let's get to it. Today we will be discussing the Cronos Max and the Cronos Zen as well, and the reason for that will come to light shortly, but just remember what their original purpose was, and that is why we will be discussing them. Let's get to it properly now, guys. Now let's forget for 1 second that the Cronos Max and the Cronos Zen are cheat devices, okay? Forget all the scripts that can be downloaded to them, and just remember their original purpose, which was to allow you to use whatever controller you intended to use on whatever console you wanted. So you could use an Xbox controller on PlayStation, PlayStation controller on Xbox. You could even go as far as using keyboard and mouse on console as well. That was using their devices. That's their original intention, and they were actually used in pro tournaments. If you didn't know, we will fact check that shortly for you and allow you to see that yourselves. So we've come onto Google to find out whether or not pro players have ever used Cronos Max. Do pro players use Cronos Max? What Cronos Max actually is, or rather was, is a cross-compatibility gaming adapter. It makes your controller compatible with every console. Using Cronos adapters for personal usage is not illegal, but using Cronos mods in a pro league or competitive match will get you banned. Okay, why do COD pros use Cronos? If unaware, Cronos Max devices are often used by cheaters on console, allowing them to use rapid fire, recoil hacks and so, but are used by MLG in order to prevent Bluetooth interference at events, which can result in controller issues, even disconnecting controllers mid-game. So they are used in pro tournaments, pro events, and there you have it. So now we are talking about making your SCUF controller being able to register as a PlayStation 5 controller. Not using the Cronos Max, that is now obsolete, but the Cronos Zen has only just been released recently in the past 5 or 6 months. Now these devices have been out of stock on numerous occasions, okay? Everybody instantly thinks that these are cheat devices, which yes, I do believe so as well, and it's because of how easily accessible it is to buy a script for your Cronos Zen, put it on, plug your controller in, and you're automatically getting no recoil in a game, jump shots, trick shots, and so on. But let's forget that for just this moment while we discuss turning your SCUF controller into a PlayStation 5 controller. Let's take a look now at the SCUF website, where you can read a little bit further in detail about what's going to be allowed. They will be working in the future on creating a SCUF controller for PlayStation 5, I believe, although it's not stated on their website. But they are already allowing their current SCUF controllers to be compatible with the new generation, next generation Xbox. Let's take a look at their website now. Okay, so here we are on their website, PS5 and Xbox Series X compatibility. So let's read a little bit further into this. We're going to look at the PlayStation 5 section now. Will the SCUF Infinity 4 PS Pro, SCUF Impact, SCUF Vantage and SCUF Vantage 2 be compatible with the PS5? All SCUF controllers will work with supported PS4 games only on Sony's new console, which is the PlayStation 5. However, they will not be compatible with PS5 games on the PS5. What this means is SCUF will work with existing PS4 titles like God of War, The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tunisia on the PS5, thanks to backwards compatibility for games. This also applies to new games still being released for PS4, such as Cyberpunk 2077's PS4 edition. Will SCUF make a PS5 controller? We currently do not have an announcement to share about the PS5 controller, but be sure to sign up to be informed of products updates above and follow us and so on. However, let's take a look at the Xbox controllers and see what they say. Xbox, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, okay? Will the SCUF Prestige be compatible with the Xbox Series X and S? Yes, the SCUF Prestige will be compatible with Microsoft's next generation consoles, Xbox Series X, scheduled to release November 10th, already released 2020. Get ready to hop on to all your favourite games and new upcoming games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Halo Infinite on the days they launch with your SCUF Prestige. Okay, PC. Do SCUF controllers work on PC? We already know they do. Okay. So it's stated on SCUF's website that they will not be compatible with PlayStation 5. Only PlayStation 4 ready games, okay? And it will only give you PlayStation 4 graphic quality as well, just so you are aware. So it's basically bin it or find a solution. We're going to find a solution. If you are an Xbox player and you have a SCUF controller, you are golden. This is as far as the video needs to go for you, because you've already clarified that you can use your SCUF controller on the new Xbox. If you are a current PlayStation 4 holder and you want to move forward to the next gen consoles, but you don't want to leave your controller behind, then we have a solution for you. Okay, now this is going to get a little bit tricky, a little bit in detail, but you've got to stick with me, because what we're going to do now is try and find a solution to your problems. Let's go. For those of you that aren't aware, this is the Cronos Max version 1, 2 and 3. Now version 1 and 2 of this device are discontinued, so they are obsolete. There is no longer softwares made for these devices. So if you look at these devices, they look pretty simple. You plug them in, they're a USB device, and you connect your controller to that actual device. So at the top end here is where it would plug into the console, and at this end here, down by where the text is, it would have a USB port for your controller to plug into. Not just that, but it comes with a dongle USB form which you can plug into that, and actually allows you to connect your controller wirelessly. So if you want to use your SCUF controller wirelessly, that's fine, and that's the way of doing it. Now, as you all know, majority of people associate this device with cheating, and the reason for that is that you can actually download scripts for them, and these scripts are basically programs in which allow your controller to be controlled by this device. So you put input as shoot and it will control it in a different manner, allowing you to have no recoil, or allowing you to drop shot, jump shot, spin shot, whatever you want to do. You can program these devices for that. However, I'm hoping with this advice that I'm giving you now about making your SCUF controller compatible with PlayStation 5 games, that you will just use this for that purpose only. Okay, so a lot of people are scratching their heads with the PlayStation 5s at the moment. The reason for that is there's been issues with the Astro A40s not having that compatibility with the PlayStation 5. However, that's already been debunked. There are plenty of videos out on YouTube already how to do that. So let's move back onto this now. Okay, so you may be asking, how does it work? How can I make my SCUF controller compatible with my PlayStation 5 games just using this device? Well, let me explain in more detail now. We've discussed the Cronos Max version 1, 2 and 3. Version 1 and 2 obsolete, they're done, discontinued. Version 3 is still able to be used. However, I believe that's getting discontinued at the PS4, so any updates to that will only be compatible with the PlayStation 4. Okay, so this is the next big thing, Cronos' new device. It's called the Zen. Okay, the reason for this is, in my opinion, for next generation consoles. Okay, they've brought out a next generation Cronos just before the next generation consoles were released, so that they can get to programming just before or just after the consoles are released. Now, we know already that the SCUF controllers for Xbox are going to be compatible with next generation consoles, so we are only going to be discussing the Zen for PlayStation users. Okay, so we've got the SCUF controller from the PlayStation 4. You want to use it on the PlayStation 5, but it's not compatible with your games. Now, the Cronos devices are used for allowing other consoles controllers to be used on their consoles. So you could use an Xbox on PlayStation, as we discussed earlier, keyboard and mouse on any console if you wanted as well, using the Cronos devices. Okay, so this is going to allow you to use your SCUF controller on your PlayStation 5 whilst using the PlayStation 5 games that it said you wouldn't be allowed to. Okay, but at the moment, Cronos are still working on their software. They've stated that they will be starting their work as soon as the next generation consoles come out. So I'm guessing they are working very, very hard now to get them softwares updated into the Cronos Zen to allow people to move forward with their controllers, as well as all the other stuff that they do for these. but we don't want to talk about that today because we are only discussing bringing your SCUF controller from your old console to the next generation console with you. Okay, so let's take a look at the statement that they actually put out on how hard they are going to work on getting it ready for next generation consoles. Couldn't find the exact statement on the website, typed it in on Google, easy enough to find. Does Cronos Zen work on PS5? As soon as the Xbox Series X console is released, you can be sure we will get to work on adding support to the Cronos Zen. As soon as the PlayStation 5 console is released, you can be sure we will get to work on adding support to Cronos Zen. This means that anything that you need for the PlayStation 5, all the stuff that they had on the PlayStation 4, will soon be available and ready to use for next generation consoles. There you have it, guys. Simple solution to bring your SCUF controller forward to next generation consoles with you. Microsoft already have it in the bag where they're allowing people to bring their SCUFs with them to the next generation Xbox. However, PlayStation fell a little bit far behind with this one, so we've found a solution for you guys to actually come forward with your SCUF controllers anyway. I hope it's been helpful for you guys. I hope you understand what the Cronos Zen actually is, and you need to be as honest and transparent as possible when you are using it. Because what we don't want to happen now is for this to become so generalized in people using it that we forget what its actual purpose is and how it's been used in the past. Okay, we don't want to confuse the two things. Cronos Zen can be used something as simple as this, which is a legitimate way to use it, and I hope that everybody who follows these instructions uses it in that manner. I don't want to find out that anybody's been using it and finding themselves using scripts and so on. That's not the kind of impression we want to give off here. So, if you're going to do this, do it the right way, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, drop a comment below and let me know what you think. If you believe that there's something missing in the video or something you want to ask further detail on, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications if you are new as well. If you want to support the channel further, hit the blue join button today and join the Triple B fam. Unlock a loyalty badge next to your name, custom emojis to use in the comments, as well as being entered into member-only giveaways. Not just that, we leak information about future videos in the Discord server, in the VIP section, that's for members only, as well as in the community section on the YouTube channel for members only. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!